Hello, VOD watchers. It's so nice to have you here. It's been so long since I did this. Thank you for your patience on this, unless you've been binging it like years down the line. I broke my arm, so I had a hard time being able to play this game, but we're back. I appreciate you making it all the way through here. Thanks for making it up to part 29. I hope you've enjoyed the first 28 parts. Please make sure you put a thumbs up on the video if you haven't already. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Those of you that become members or shoot a tip or buy some merch or something while I'm offline, thank you so much for your financial support of the stream. It means a lot. I also really love reading comments. If something strikes you from this playthrough and you want to tell me about it, please leave a comment. I love reading them. I respond to I don't respond to all of them, but I do read all of them. So thanks for taking the time to hang out. Let's go talk to Brigitte. That's what we're doing. I think it's time. Because I got really nothing else. So, call Brigitte to ask for her help. That's what we're going to do.
Aha! As I expected.
Did you? Well, I can see why you did, because... Actually, gotta go. All right, you can look at the biochip, Brigitte.
The biochip. I'll let you have a peek, if you can help me, that is.
I am glad you have had change of heart.
Didn't exactly have much of a choice. Where can we meet?
You come to our chapel in Pacifica and must wait by the altar.
Fine, I can do that.
All right. Hello, Mercmobile. Meet Brigitte behind the chapel altar. It tells me this is gonna be intense. Like, they don't really seem like they mess around, and I got 3 kilometers to go. We're getting married? Yeah, she wants to get hitched up. With my sexy biochip. Oh. Alrighty. I will say I don't have a great feeling about this, just because of I mean, the thing that I remember about this encounter was that she was pretty intense about it. Like she wasn't. I don't know. I got weird vibes, which is part of why I wanted to take some time off and figure out what else was going on. And it seems like, I mean, Hanako's not calling me. So, and I can't call her. She shows up as a doll. So I don't really have I don't have much option here. At 4:29 a.m. Pacific time. Make our way over. Sebastian, what is this? Oh, I don't care about that car. Car's ugly as shit. No interest. And up we go. 700 meters. Got some cool stuff to analyze here. Oh shit, lady! Oh my god! That lady just jumped out in front of me, right? Like, that wasn't because of my bad driving. Or am I kicking the blame can down the road? That was a little intense. Alright, here we go. Down we go. Alright, so we got assault rifle. We got shoddy. We got Skippy. I mean, if I got Skippy by my side, we're good. Skippy knows how to treat a guy right. What's going on here? Up here. Leap. Hey, dead guy by a fire. Char incendiary grenade, archived conversation. I don't really care about the archived conversations. Alright, I've got double jump. Oh, I know where we are. Okay. Wish me luck. Oh, there's nobody here. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Baba beat 'em.
You are here.
What up? I am. I'm here. I don't know if I'm a big fan of the fact that I'm here.
How come Placide didn't know about the biochip? He didn't recognize it in the scans.
Few of our people know about Kompeki Tower. But Placide, he is... Yon bête de bas.
Oh, baby.
Where are we going?
It is deal.
Soon you will see.
This is a church. But it's a church that masks other things. Which is a church. Oh no. I still want to know if that's Johnny
Walter
trying
did
to
not
fight
notice
stuff.
the biochip in you. Strange. Did you let him scan you?
Hmm? No. Why?
It would complicate our work.
Just an old subway tunnel?
No, part of the transcontinental maglev system. When all states were connected. Like the net, it took...
It too crumbled in the war.
courant.
Turn on the power. This dude's just standing at the panel waiting to turn the power on. Alright. Whoa. Whoa. Everything is ready. We can begin. It's like they've been expecting me. Oh, Lord.
We take you into the cyberspace. No better place for you to interact with the construct.
They want me to interact with Johnny?
Guess all this means you got your own synth-tech interface.
We have our own versions of all. We do not use anything from the city.
How do I know I'll come back? Do I get some guarantee?
You will be inside our data fortress. Under watch.
Under your watch.
If you knew what is out there in the cyberspace, you would not be so choosy.
So, V, understandably so, is looking for reassurance of an unknown here, right? Like, we don't know how well we can trust her, and this is pretty dangerous. So, V comes into this with some anxiety. V is asking Brigitte to guarantee that we will be fine. As if that matters at all, what she says. Like, here's the thing. She could so easily lie to me. She could so easily say, yeah, no, you're good. We'll pull you out. Guaranteed. I am not going to put the onus of this situation completely on Brigitte. I called her. I said, I'll do this. So at some point, you have to just commit to a decision that you've made. That there's no amount of reassurance that Brigitte is going to provide to me that this is cool. I know I'm taking a risk by doing this. And I point this out because sometimes it's kind of funny to me, the things that we do to try to get reassurance of our anxiety. Like, Brigitte has no stake in making me feel better. She can do whatever she wants when I do this. And in a way, there's sort of an implied informed consent in that. So if I decide to do this, I am taking a risk. This isn't all on her. This isn't all on her. I hope she doesn't do something bad to me. I have to decide whether I want to give her the benefit of the doubt. And by showing up here, I did. Now, I could ask her for specifics if I wanted to. But again, she could say whatever she wants. At the end of the day, there is always going to be a piece of anxiety because we don't know exactly how a thing is going to unfold until it unfolds. So we could what if this to death. At some point I have to decide, all right, I'm on the table, I'm doing it. Whatever happens, I will respond to the consequences. I trust in my ability to respond. Best we can do here.
How's all this any different from plain old net running?
The interface show you the data layers direct from the net. Readable, of course. What the basic runners see is only a map. They cannot see beneath the surface. Their tech, it is too weak.
Look at me being protective of Johnny.
Okay, hang on. I want to know what you need Silverhand for first.
We wish to contact Alt Cunningham. We know she and Silverhand were close. The relic which Arasaka held close. It is our only lead.
Alt Cunningham. Heard of her?
Oh. Where? From who?
From Johnny. Though granted, not much.
Johnny?
All right, V. Guess you better tell her.
Tell her what?
About us.
Construct's active. Lets me and Johnny shoot the shit every now and then.
We will look at this, too.
What? Think I'm hallucinating? Found myself an imaginary friend?
Little is known of how an engram might exist within a human's neural network.
Tell you one thing, doesn't shake out well for the human. What's your plan to contact Alt?
We try to cut out a unique piece of Silverhand's engram from the biochip. Alt will know it. If something of the human is left after years beyond the Black Wall, she will answer.
Well, what? You said nothing about breaking through the Black Wall.
Well, now you know.
Direction connectée.
Connexion stable.
Stable connection. So are we're doing some kind of like engramception here? Johnny's staying awfully quiet here, which is surprising to me. And maybe to his benefit? I don't know, man. Like, Johnny... This must not be as much of a dig at Johnny's vulnerability as I am assuming that it is, or that Brigitte is even assuming that it is, because he doesn't seem to be particularly fazed by this. I would love to know what's going on for him. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, hold on.
Oh, come on. Not the tub.
We must prepare you for the dive into cyberspace. You are not accustomed to the neural demand.
Don't try and get out of this, V. Just do what she says. I'm not about to sizzle with you.
Johnny, looks like you're the bait. You okay with that?
Yeah, whatever. Just do what she says.
Yeah, whatever, just do what she says. He's so rarely this trusting.
Why you wait? The ice will melt waiting for your decision.
All right, Brigitte.
What exactly do you want from Alt? All of you?
Alt, the only one, can give us safe passage past the Black Wall. When the change comes, we wish to be on the winning side.
The change?
When the Black Wall was built, everyone think the ice would be enough. Keep the wild AIs out, away. But technology advances. It cannot be stopped. And now, catastrophe come again. This is sure, and soon. The corporations, they do not see the danger. But we will be ready.
Okay. So there are times where silence is incredibly powerful, and there are times where silence is detrimental. And I am going to make the argument that silence from Johnny here is detrimental to both of us. When you speak, when you communicate with folks, unless you do it incredibly poorly, you take the uncertainty away from a exchange. You take assumptions away, you take a lot of stuff away. when you communicate, which is why most folks like to default to communication in times like this, because you can get clarity on where people are at. When you stay silent, what you do is you force people into a space where they project onto you using their own assumptions. They will make assumptions about your values, about where you're at, about how you're reacting to things based on their own inductive reasoning that they then cast out onto you and interact with as if you share that assumption. In this case, Johnny's silence is making me, V, more anxious because my experience of him is in direct violation to my expectations right now. So I'm grasping, trying to figure out, why is Johnny being quiet? And I'm making a lot of assumptions, which means that any decision I make here is based on assumption, not on hard data. So Johnny's reticence here is not good. And the reason it's not good for me, and it's not good for him, because now I make a decision based on assumption, and he sort of gets to defer the accountability over to me. Now, I will say it could be, if Johnny was going like 4D chess, it could be that Johnny's staying silent because he wants to defer the responsibility of this decision to me. Johnny may have a say in this and doesn't want to take responsibility and ownership of it, or he's relinquishing that control so he doesn't have to feel like the weight of this is on him. I have no idea. Maybe we find Alt and he doesn't want to be the one that accessed Alt, and he wants to be able to say, nope, they wanted you. I was against this. I didn't want this. V said it was fine, and Brigitte came in. Like, we don't know where he's coming from with this, which is the big point of what I'm trying to illustrate here. There are times where silence is golden. There are times where silence gets you in big trouble, and I think this is one of those times where silence is not good for us. Like, his just be compliant with... When is Johnny ever compliant? When does Johnny ever just take rules at face value? Never. So either he has some sort of experience with the Voodoo boys, either he has some kind of context with Brigitte. Like, I have no idea what is contributing to his drastic shift in behavior here, but it is definitely noticeable. And I'm getting a sense in watching chat that you all see it too.
The Black Wall. What is it exactly? I mean, I know...
You know only what the Netwatch tell you. The final bastion against the post-war AIs. The great victory of humanity over chaos.
That would be your Saturday morning Netwatch propaganda.
But the Black Wall is an AI itself. The boundary condition let nothing pass through, either way. If the AIs thought like people, they would call it a traitor.
All right.
Let's
God, I would hate this. I would hate this. Oh. Who will protect him? Leon and Jean Kiri. Oh my God. Oh.
What now?
Johnny?
Johnny?
I am no longer in control with my mouse. Flashing light warning, I'm guessing. Whoa.
Where are we?
This is our BBS, Data Fortress. Bridge to the deep net.
It's all so alive. So real.
Cyberspace moves, breathes at all times. The interface will adjust the ebb and flow of data to the capabilities of your brain. But you are an exceptional case.
Seeing something more than I am.
Yes, the cyberspace, it is always trop belle.
So, what now?
We can begin. All is ready. We enhance your link to Silverhand's neural network for a short time to grab the fragment. We must find the data on Alt. Alt alone. This should only take...
Brigitte?
Whoa. They're like doing the brain dance thingy on me. Whoa, this is nuts.
What's happening?
I'm Johnny now, I'm guessing.
They'll never fade away!
Johnny! The fuck, Holmes? Out of line! Way out! What next? Where are you gonna take me? Gonna drag a corporal rat on stage, make him kneel, douse him with gas, then light him up?
Johnny! Johnny!
Come here!
Fuck Arasaka!
It's not your band. You're no solo act.
Samurai! Hey! Ah!
You kinda are, though. Only one to have a problem with me.
Cause everyone else has had it up to here. They're done thinking they can get through to you. You're fucking whacked.
You know exactly why I do it.
No, nuh-uh. To piss Arasaka off enough so they'll give you a case of deep muscle lead poisoning?
But I'm the only one with a vision. So unless you got a better one, like I said, go fuck yourself.
Guitar's badass.
Is it the concert or Carrie?
I am very fascinated by the fact that we are given options in this. We're accessing a memory. The past happened as it happened. So it makes me wonder if the technology was adapted in such a way that it allows for a change in memory. But I'm going to be kind of annoying about this, but like if that's the case, then whatever that mechanism or technology is would have to be able to predict the way in which all subsequent things would happen in that change. So for example, with the pills here, right? Like there is an actual truth as to whether Johnny took those pills or not. But we're given the choice here. So Johnny taking the pills has certain ramifications for what happened that night. Johnny not taking the pills has certain ramifications. It could be as little as maybe his stomach feels differently. It could be as major as his behavioral change has a massive butterfly effect. So I am intrigued that this is giving me options. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. This seems like something that we should be reliving rather than participating in. And I don't know if CD Projekt Red did that because they wanted us to continue to feel like we're playing a game, or if it's because the technology legitimately lets us do that. And it's sort of bothersome to me that we don't really know the answer to that. Like I would have loved like an in-game explanation of this, of like there's going to be various things that happen where you're going to feel like you have a choice. Unless it's replaying. The only other thing is if it's replaying Johnny's thought process, and we get to basically be Johnny making that process, so we're making the past what it was. I mean, there's a whole like way of going about that, but I don't know. Just for the most part, I think this would be better structured if we watched it happen.
Said you weren't coming tonight. Not if I can help it.
Changed my mind, Butler. Look at you, all hot and bothered.
Oh, damn. Oh, so Johnny's the guy that looks at himself in the mirror when he has sex instead of at the person he's with. I say that sort of jokingly, but there is some theory as to why a person might do that, which is that sex, particularly, I mean, there's some gender loading in terms of how people conceptualize sex, but like sex is generally conceptualized as being like an intimate act with another person. Eye contact is incredibly intimate, and some people have an aversion to that because they don't actually want to connect with, like, if this is more than just connecting with her, like if this is an escape or if this is some sort of ego fulfillment or whatever, then Johnny is more likely to look at himself. If this was about connection with her, he might be more likely to look at her. But you notice how she saw it and she moves his head back to looking at her. That's a pretty dominating move there, particularly if Johnny's not interested in being emotionally invested in this. And sometimes eye contact, particularly in a moment like this, can actually facilitate intimacy against a person's will, which is sort of interesting. But it's a little behavioral snippet there, right? That he looked at the mirror and then she had to move his face back. We don't know exactly what that means, but we could theorize a little bit. It's like a waste of alcohol. We just dry humped the whole time, fully clothed.
Goodness gracious me. A damn shame that's that.
What, smoking after sex not zen enough for you? We gotta rewrite the art of war, too?
We're done, Johnny. With it all. I just couldn't ghost without saying something.
I hate that I have a choice here.
So go on, say it.
You can be such a bastard sometimes, Johnny.
Here's why I'm frustrated. Okay, so I want to clarify a little bit here why I'm frustrated with making the decision. I'm frustrated because so many of us spend too much time thinking back on the past and manipulating the behaviors of the past. And that is a waste of time. It's a waste of time. You did what you did, you said what you said, all of this stuff. All of the behaviors you don't get to change from the past. Whether you regret them, are proud of them, whatever. You chose to say what you said. You made the decisions you made. The thing that you can change in the present is how you make sense of that, how you treat yourself for that, how you conceptualize the whole thing. That's what you can change. You can look back on a set of behaviors with more empathy. You can look back on a set of behaviors with more context. You can change your frame for how you look at things. But you can't change the actions themselves. So it's really frustrating to me that we're looking at something in the past and I have options. Because that's not how the past works. And we waste too much time doing that. So I would much rather have like Johnny narrating his perception on this right now while we watch the actions than me be the one that is actively participating in changing the actions. Because you can't change them. No matter what. No matter how much you regret them. Nothing will ever change it. And that's a reality we all have to live with.
Things were swimming. What? Change your mind? Eat said my gut. Because you knew what you were signing up for.
Look, if you were just another charismatic, narcissistic douche canoe running around after his dream with his head up his ass, I couldn't care less.
Counterpoint, this is V participating in Johnny's memory. I don't like that. That doesn't fit. Doesn't fit for me. Johnny doesn't get to participate in my memories. V doesn't get to, you don't get to participate in memories. Like, I know I'm taking this sort of literally here, but like, even that argument doesn't work for me because then we're literally changing Johnny's memory of something. Which screws with, like, it's just, I mean, maybe it's a danger to the point that, to the fact that they're sending us into the memory, but like, then having, like, it's just, it doesn't square up for me. Like, you either need to decide that I am fully in control of this situation or I am not in control at all. V having influence on the memory itself, I don't really see the utility of that. Like, I don't really, that there's no context given to us for that. So it just doesn't shake out for me.
But
It's all a lie. That concert, Samurai, all of it. A ginormous fiction. You're not a rocker boy, Johnny, face it. Ought to join the wired wackos on the corners, frothing at the mouth as they scream death to Arasaka.
you're afraid. You and Carrie both. Cowards. I alone have the balls to stand up to Arasaka, and boy, that terrifies you. All of you.
Of course, Johnny S. Misunderstood by all Night City. That's it. That's the problem.
Think we're done for the day, so you can fuck off.
See, I thought... You're fucking hopeless.
You don't know fuck all about me. This is all we have, all we are. Where are you going?
Got somewhere to be.
Silverhand! Hey! Good noise, chum.
Work?
Shoots round when a couple of done.
And you?
Can't kill me because there's woods. Blaze away
Playing again
down the
tomorrow.
rebel path.
Uh-huh.
You could...
Let's get out of here.
Join us for a drop, Silver Rocker.
chipping in.
Let go of me! Johnny!
Oh, shit.
No! Fuck off! Let me alone! Johnny! Let go of me!
Really did you, didn't they?
Come on, rise and shine. Been a while, Johnny boy. How long did you say? 2 weeks since I last cobbled you up?
How's it look down there?
Well, shoved so many tubes up your ass that you're about 2 mods off from pissing espresso and milk froth. Also tossed in a synthetic liver. Old one was looking worse than a paper bag full of shit.
Great. Now I can live forever.
Just as well.
Man, did I miss you.
Bullshit, you gonk son of a bitch. Didn't even bother to call. You were supposed to be back for your follow-up. Kid's like a son to me.
So I see.
Where's Alt?
Where's who?
Woman who was with me.
He brought you and you alone.
Fuck, they grabbed her. Nobody saw it?
Ask your savior. Said his name was Thompson.
That you back there in what?
You gotta talk.
All right. It's spit and glue, but she's holding tight. Get some rest. Even a few hours, but the stitches set at least.
Uh-huh.
Johnny. Yeah, fuck it. You won't listen anyway.
So talk.
They wanted her. You was just home.
And you just stood there, dick in hand, gawking and dreaming of tomorrow.
Would have shredded us both if I jumped in. You see the guy's reflexes? Course not. He was that fast. Tech like that, you don't find in a dumpster.
So, what are you after? Chasing down a story? Fresh for the scream sheets? That why you scraped me up off the pavement?
Nah, had my story. But then some cats tossed her in the back of a van and sped off. You, aim to do something about it? She was your output, wasn't she?
Not your fucking business.
Not sure, huh? Yeah. Heard there was tension, assorted goings-on. Honestly, could not care less about your fluttering hearts and loins. I want to know why Arasaka bagged her.
Alt's kidnapping, it's collateral shit. They swiped her to get at me.
You even know what she does for a living? Girl's one of the best runners around.
I'm not gonna let on that. Well, I'm gonna say Johnny got up.
Arasaka wants her. Abduction was a standard inner corp extraction. Nothing more.
Okay, so what are they after?
Soul Killer, an AI. Sound familiar at all?
Of course. Urban legend with the shittiest name ever.
It's no legend. Soul Killer's real. And your Chumbas at Arasaka just hired the runner who wrote it. Take that in. Sokka with Soul Killer to do with as it pleases. Grim, my man. You even imagine that, Rocker? Arasaka will be unstoppable. Soul Killer will flatline any runner who comes close to even trying to scratch its ice. Seen it happen. Not an iota of physical damage. Nervous system or anywhere else. No sound, no fury, no stench. Just all of a sudden, brainwaves cut out. As if someone pulled the plug. Or ripped the soul from the body in question.
Cool. Tell me the rest on the way.
Do I hear extreme doubt?
Oldest, tritest tale in the world. Arasaka was out to provoke me. And it worked.
So, the thing that stands out to me here is similar to something that I've already mentioned a little while ago, but it's another great illustration of it. When we are presented with vast amounts of unknowns, we use our own assumptions and inductive reasoning to make sense of the unknown and try to make it known. This guy is presenting significant ambiguity. Significant. And we have no idea what's going on. And we get insight into Johnny and his general experience because he personalizes it. And says they must have been after me. Johnny has a pretty large ego. I think we can all agree. Johnny seems invested in himself, which I am not going to fault him for, although he at times does that to the detriment of others. But you get a lot of insight into folks by the way they make gaps close through assumption. So Johnny's personalization of this not only tells us this is how he's thinking about it, but it also tells us that he thinks he's important enough as one man that Arasaka would come after him. And it also, I think, makes Johnny's reactivity in some instances in the past make a little bit more sense, because he defaults to filtering things through his own experience in a egocentric type of way, not in a developmentally normal way. So his personalization of this, he may be completely wrong. He's just doing it and going there because it gives him something to sink his hooks into, and he doesn't have to attend to ambiguity anymore. And we all do this. This is just Johnny's way. You think they made it so you have choices when you're Johnny so that we have good personal connection with Johnny Silverhand? To me, it pulls me away from it. I think at this point, I'm just going to go, the way I'm going to headcanon this is that any decision I make is the decision that Johnny made. Like, we're just going to go with that. Because to me, there's no real reason to give V any influence on this. There's just not. And if they, other than if they're curious to see the dichotomy between Johnny and V. But I don't know. Also, I didn't know that about the tabletop game. That's cool, Slate. All right, leave the Ripper Doc Clinic. Can do.
So what'll it be? Coming with?
Where to?
Arasaka Tower. To grab Alt. Right back.
Just you and me? You out of your fucking mind?
Swing by the Atlantis on the way. Got some chooms there.
People really saying chooms in 2013?
I'll be in the car. Can't wait too long, though.
You'll wait as long as you need to.
Yeah, where are you gonna go?
Where the hell's Rogue? Sit. Stay.
Silverhand. Got an IOU here with your autograph on it.
Guess it's your lucky day.
Ah, much appreciated. Want a drink?
The usual. Please. You seen Rogue?
She's upstairs. But I heard you two weren't,
Well, you heard wrong.
We get some context.
Fucking fuck. Johnny, give me a hand here.
Heard you weren't talking to me.
Dunno. Seem to be talking to you.
How about now?
Now you can go fuck yourself.
Okay. This must be so. I wonder if part of I wonder if part of the reason that Johnny hangs out here is because people actually treat him like shit. And treat him like a normal person. I get a sense that Johnny really doesn't like adoration. Johnny hates being fawned after. Probably doesn't appreciate all the money that comes along with it. Like, he's so I mean, because he lives in a world where, like, really the people who are celebrated most are people who run, like, corporations and stuff. So Johnny hanging out here, we might look at this and be like, damn, everybody's treating Johnny like shit. Everybody, you know, whatever. But, like, he might like it. He might see it as more of a reflection of his own self-worth. It may be that when he's actually performing, he is experiencing significant dissonance relative to his expectation, because he's like, I'm a shitty person and people should be treating me like shit. I don't know. It's just interesting that, like, nobody in this club is acknowledging him and he's, like, right at home. Whereas when he goes anywhere else, people are freaking out about the fact that he's Johnny Silverhand. And that can be exhausting for people who are celebrities. A lot of people like to go into the space of like, well, you choose to be a celebrity, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't change the fact that, like, having your day-to-day invaded constantly by adoration and folks that want to just, like, be close to you gets tiring. It would get tiring for any of us.
No, that one don't work for Prothero anymore. No, you know who he was talking to. I need a name, just one.
I wish I could remember. I do.
this enough to refresh things for you?
Your first time here, isn't it? Want some advice?
Sure.
Go the fuck away.
Ooh, burn. Joker? Oh, I see pink. I see purple jacket and green hair.
Johnny?
Yeah?
How's things, Engels?
Got a private meet going on in there.
Rogue back there, too?
Yeah, just...
Yeah, private meet, so you said. Promise to be super unobtrusive.
God, I hate this fucking town. Hate these slimy fucking fixers. Hate this fucking bar.
Where would you rather be now? I could take you away, out to the lands where my clan roams. There aren't too many jobs out there, but we'd fuck.
Johnny.
Damn it! Damn it! Don't mind me, Rogue. Oh, look at Rogue. A lot younger.
Don't know you.
With Salt Bay.
That's no problem. Just as long as everyone else knows Johnny Silverhand.
Ooh, what an insult! That took a second to sink in. Doesn't matter as long as everybody else knows Johnny Silverhand. Ooh, way to tell me I'm unimportant in like a really smart, refined way. Love that. I respect you, sir.
Lucky I found you.
Ooh.
Wasn't sure if you hadn't left town.
We're waiting for a client. One who values discretion.
Mm-hmm. So much so, he himself didn't show.
No point in sitting here, then.
You still mad about that thing?
What thing, Johnny? That you fucking lied to my face? Put my peeps on the line? Or that you were fucking 3 other women behind my back before we were through?
I got a job. That's it. Urgent, but I got the euro.
How much?
Butt out. This isn't your biz.
Is now. Rocker just pulled out his wallet.
Don't you get it? He's not here about any damn job. He's fucking with me. Last
So
time
this
he...
time, you'll be smarter. Take your eddies up front. So, how much, Rocker?
Who is this guy that you're letting him speak for you? I would also like to point out something. The color of the subtitles and the mission stuff changed, and I don't know if that's intentional or not, but it does start to make you wonder if this is V now actually influencing the memory. Because whenever it's been Johnny, it's been blue name, yellow subtitles, and now we have red and green, or red and blue. I don't know if that's on purpose or not, but it's an interesting thing to notice. But the thing that stands out, like, this guy just bulldozed Rogue, and she, like, rolled over for him. It's really interesting to see that, given how she presents in 2077 versus here. Like, damn. Yeah, me too, deal. I don't know this guy.
It's important. Name your price.
Ah. So you're either made of money, or you think we won't live to collect. Either way, Rocker, you're coming with us.
Deal.
That it is. Urgent indeed.
Shit, Johnny. Didn't notice you had a fucking tail?
Mr. Silverhand, you're coming with us.
I got nothing to say to you.
Not even sorry for you.
Fight for your life.
He attacked me!
Aren't you?
I'm impressed. Seriously.
Thanks, Rogue. These Arasaka goons are no match for me.
Is this real? Get back! Take cover!
Oh, shit. Well, that guy didn't mess around.
Back in a sec.
That went well.
Guess you are useful sometimes.
Thanks, Rogue. Yeah, good time to talk shit.
Let's get to work.
Get the angle on it!
Good. Keep that up.
Love the way Johnny reloads this gun.
Fight! Join you in a sec. Need to blow out of here, and quick.
I want to shoot this guy's man bun right off his head.
Cover you!
Oh my god. Oh my god. Ryan Castedhand can't shoot at all.
Sons of bitches.
Already in here, Rogue. Come on, big dog.
It's gonna take much longer.
Got
There'll be
trouble
more
in
at the
heaps.
bottom. Bet you thou.
Oh, baby.
We're parked outside. You coming?
Thompson's waiting.
Do I have a choice?
Who?
Media, you wouldn't know it.
Oh my god.
Hey! Leave a little for me!
Oh my god.
Together! Got it!
That helo could come back. I'm impressed. Seriously. Getting hands on that guy behind the wheel.
Out of the way, Santiago! You idiot! Oh. I'm getting in the car.
the hell
Never mind.
away.
Way to go, Santiago. Way to guard him. Way to protect him. Sorry, Santiago. I didn't give you the benefit of the doubt there. Let's get out of here.
Got company. On our ass.
Should probably drive faster.
Arasaka! If they hit the car, we're fucked.
Oh, man. Oh, boy. This guy's indestructible. Alright.
Not
Jesus.
half bad, Dad.
This is eerily similar to when Takamura got picked up V.
Now what?
Gotta lose him. Quick. Next right, take it.
Glad there's no traffic.
Hanging in.
Yeah, I'm good, buddy. Just keep driving.
Think we're clear of him.
I'll park somewhere. We'll chat.
Oh, sweet power slide.
All right, so who we gotta pull out of Arasaka?
Old Cunningham, net runner from ITS.
Oh. Yeah.
The tower. What's taking her there?
Ooh. Probably one of the 3 women I was sleeping with while I was still with Rogue, if I had to guess. Ooh. Hey, you signed the deal.
This gets better by the minute. How you want to play this? Either of you gonks got a plan?
Yep. Distract him. Make some noise.
Set up right under Arasaka's windows and crank it loud. Blast the pains out. It'll be a gig to remember.
We do not as yet have word on the exact number of people hurt in the riots. But our reporters are on the scene at Arasaka Tower. And they all agree. A psychoactive agent has been dispersed at the site, affecting those in the crowd.
All right. You recording this whole thing?
Uh-huh. Why? Want to say a few words to the folks at home?
Do what you gotta do. Just stay out of my way.
Thompson. Know him well?
No, why's it matter?
Don't like the guy? Don't trust him. And medias are bad luck.
What?
Bad luck. Say someone finds a tape later. A tape of us breaking into Arasaka Tower.
Should have thought of that before we got on the elevator.
Come on, we don't have much time.
Oh, man, this is intense.
Gotta find the main.
I guess we're just going hot whole way. All right.
I need cover.
I'm good. I got plot armor. God, Ryan. Oh my God.
No, you can't be dead.
Y'all are lucky I got a cast on.
He has no right to leave. Someone take that position.
Hey, leave a little for me.
Give me a sec. I'll get it open. Cover me.
Covering.
Let's finish this quick.
Yeah, take your time, buddy. Just power walk your way over, please.
I'm impressed. Seriously.
Need you to hurry up, brother.
Ready or not, here they come.
Find the mainframe. Yeah. Lock your doors better next time, friends. Mainframe. If I was a mainframe, where would I be?
Fucking gunk.
Guy called me a gonk. Mainframe. Oh. Let's go.
This is it. Parking doors aren't so thick we could use a tank. Solutions, anyone?
We'll blow on it really hard.
Son of a bitch!
Brother, you've been carrying C4 the whole time?
Try this.
Huh. Now I see why we brought him along.
3, 2, 1.
Damn, I might have stood a little farther away, but you guys are hardcore. Yellow main? Alright.
Watch out.
Oh, good. Where's my gun?
Things are about to get messy.
Keep it together. Together. You got it.
Hey, leave a little for me.
Alright, that like netrunner-y dude has got to go. Hook your head up. There we go. God.
Cover me. Reloading.
Where am I getting shot from?
Cover you.
God.
Dead, corpo scum.
God. There we go. This guy's just chilling the whole time. No big deal.
I would advise you not to disturb her.
What'd you do to Alt?
I put her to work on a project of a lifetime.
Get out of my way.
so stupid. That was so stupid. We could have got information from him. What are you doing, Johnny? Oh. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me would be such a Johnny thing to say. Her pain and anguish is not an affront to you, Johnny. I never recommend people say, don't do this to me when a person is legitimately struggling. Like, this person's dying. They don't have it in them to take care of you by surviving. I know it's nitpicky, but like, I hate when people say that. Don't do this to me, as if she's doing this to you, Johnny. You are the reason she's laying on this dying, because she wants to make you sad. That's what it's all about.
Alt, come on, don't do this. Fuck.
Johnny.
The hell are you doing? Are you still rolling?
This is all we can do now, my man. Show people the truth.
Won't change up. She's not.
Johnny! Stop that! You have to kill him?
Okay. This is an extreme example of a concept that applies to everybody. When people perceive their circumstances and environment and various events as being completely out of control, a lot of times what folks will do is they will overcompensate by exerting whatever power they believe they have in whatever context they believe they have it, in order to regain a sense that life and events are within their grasp and that they can actually influence them and control them. So Johnny losing Alt here is a profound example of something that is completely out of his control. Something that he has very likely personalized, because as we talked about, that's what Johnny Silverhand does. He personalizes things. So what better way than to exert control over the environment than to beat the shit out of that guy? Now, this is an extreme example, but folks do this all the time, a lot of times within grief, sometimes in response to trauma, that we get so upset by something that we either is or we perceive to be out of our control, because don't forget that there are things that are in our control that we perceive as not being in our control, and we overexert influence elsewhere instead of trying to figure out how to solve the problem at hand. And that's essentially what Johnny just did there. He took it all out on him. That does not excuse the behavior at all. It's an explanation. Johnny would have been better off filtering that energy into, all right, what now? How do we solve this? How do we accept what's going on, use the data we have, and control the remainder of this? That doesn't involve beating the shit out of somebody who's on our team. We're all susceptible to this. Be mindful of it. Anytime you feel an extreme dose of lack of control, be mindful of the ways in which you overcompensate.
We gotta go. Johnny! She's dead.
This is it, huh?
Spit it out before you burst.
Never told me about all that, nothing close. We're not entitled to that information in any way, shape, or form.
So, ready?
Wow, you're a real douchebag. That doesn't help. We just watched one of Johnny's most profound sad memories. I hate both of those.
Thompson, what happened to him?
Dunno, never worked together again.
Maybe because you whooped his ass to make yourself feel better.
Guy was a vulture, out to use Alt from the start. When Arasaka flatlined her, man, for him that was sprinkles, with the cherry on top. Fuck, he would have killed her himself if they hadn't, just for his cockrod story.
The recording. What did Thompson do with it? It ever get released?
Fuck no.
I'm not gonna attack him.
Never even told me half that about Alt.
Really? Any examples?
I don't know. That you were a couple? That she wrote Soul Killer? That she's dead? How the hell is she supposed to help us now? As a ghost?
She's not dead. Managed to escape.
I saw the body.
Alt fled. Into the net.
Okay.
When'd you find out?
When she made contact a little later.
And? What'd she say?
That she was a captive in the Arasaka subnet. But they couldn't hurt her. And she told me not to come looking for her.
What? Why?
This one time she wanted me to just let it go. 'Cause enough people had died for nothing already.
So this makes Arasaka more personal. So it goes beyond just a sense of wanting to fight for the little man.
Let's get out of here.
So, what did you do?
Got my hands on 2 thermonuclear charges.
Then headed back to Arasaka Tower. Rogue went with you. Again.
I paid her well.
Said to yourself, she was the best. Had her pick of contracts. But for some strange-ass reason, she took a job from a rocker with a death wish. A rocker forever getting his ass beat by Arasaka.
Different times, kid. Back then, mercs didn't normally sell out to corpse. All you had to do was yell, "Let's fuck up Arasaka," and every last one of them jizzed their pants. Rogue included.
How do you know Alt's still around? It's been half a century, but you've spent cloistered in Mikoshi. Netwatch could have hunted her down years ago.
Oh, they tried, believe me, but their tiny corporate brains can't handle a free AI that knows how people think. They were busy looking for her in the Crystal Palace while she was building the Ghost City for King Tao.
Voodoo boys think they know where she is, beyond the Black Wall.
Where nobody can touch her.
Brigitte's primed to go there, break through. Just to contact Alt, talk to her.
Ka-ching.
For what?
A moment.
Construct, what kind of shape's it in?
Enough data is uncorrupted to convince Alt it is authentic.
What the hell does that mean?
What does that mean?
Sure felt like more than a moment. Saw a good chunk of Johnny's life. And Alt.
It is possible. Data connected to Alt are linked to a strong memory trace in the construct. Very strong. These memories must have evoked a powerful emotional response, then projected onto your consciousness.
Emotion, yeah. Plenty of that. So, did it work?
Yes. We extract the necessary fragment of Silverhand's engram. We are ready now to make contact with Alt. First, we must dive deeper.
This is freaking awesome. This is so cool. Look at this shit. Holy crap.
Beyond, there are no borders. Beyond the Black Wall. Few have gone through to the other side, and none have yet returned. She will be the first.
Dude.
So, actually, you've got no idea what's beyond that thing.
But we will know soon.
And these shapes I'm seeing.
Wild, unfettered AI, searching for a passage.
I held up my end of ordeal. Your turn. Before you pass through that wall, I want Johnny's psyche removed.
We will not pass through. You will take the code to the other side.
Of course. Of course! Of course!
Fuck. Might have guessed. Never had any intention of helping me, did you?
It does not matter anymore. You will bring all to its end.
Will I?
Don't got much for options, do I?
Ale.
Oh. Well, I'm going to do a little anxiety pee real quick before we go through the black wall. I'll be right back. Use this as an opportunity to thumbs up the stream. I appreciate you all for being here, whether you're here live or whether you're watching the VOD. I'll be right back. Just gotta tinkle real quick because it's a lot going on. No idea that this is what we were doing tonight. Thought we were just gonna go talk to Brigitte and she's just gonna be like, ah. No, through the black wall. All right. To the great unknown, chat.
How do I get to the other side?
Touch it.
Brigitte.
Shit.
Alt.
Johnny. You cannot remain here.
Alt Cunningham. Joris. Yap attacking
Network's experiencing additional load.
They breached our BBSs. We have nothing to do with this.
Netwatch.
What?
Netwatch cannot touch me here.
It's really you. What happened out there? Couldn't just take him out?
Netwatch was well prepared this time.
Gotta be Mosley, the fucker.
What if Brigitte and the Voodoo boys?
I was forced to purge them. Netwatch was exploiting their BBS.
Purge? You mean they're dead, all of them?
Not actually gonna feel bad for him, are you?
Damn it. I brought Netwatch here. Agent I dealt with must have slipped me a tracker that let him right in.
Switch things up on the sly, replacing the Voodoo's virus with his own brand of rot.
Probably how they got to you.
It matters not. The entire subnet was destroyed.
Alt, you pulled us out of there. That mean you and us were okay? Everything's chill?
just because people like Johnny Silverhand, I'm just going to point it out again. It's another perfect example. Johnny makes assumptions through an egocentric lens. Literally, Alt just purged the Voodoo boys, killed everybody involved with this, pulled me and Johnny out, which were basically the same thing. And Johnny's first conceptualization, his first assumption is, well, that must mean we're cool then. Does that mean we're still like down to chill? Does that mean we can still, you know, hook up every once in a while? It must mean that. He's not thinking, like, it's amazing how he thinks so broadly, so often. And then you get something that's personal and emotional for him, and he is immediately egocentric. It's an unbelievable psychological oscillation that he goes through with this stuff. Like, he's got this big, grand scheme of how he's going to take down Arasaka. He's going to advocate for people. He's so thoughtful about stuff. Johnny's an intelligent dude. You put him in a position where he's got to be emotional and in touch with that, he goes like childlike, basically, in the form of egocentrism. And that happens to a lot of folks. If you don't learn how to be emotionally in touch, or if you don't have proper scaffolding of that process with the people around you when you're growing up, this can happen. This tells us a lot about Johnny Silverhand's, the emotional availability of the people he was around as he was growing up and went into adulthood. Like, just what a, I mean, amazing that that's the first place he goes. We're cool, right? We can like have a beer together when we're done with this.
I have recognized your engram code, but I do not know why you are here.
So you can pay me back for getting you out of Arasaka Tower. V, this is Alt. Best netrunner Night City's ever seen. Alt, this is V. You need to save his life.
Question is your fee.
This chip, the relic, it's killing me. Construct on it's worming its way through my neural system.
I see this, but why is it my problem?
Why the fuck isn't it? You created Soul Killer. You handed Arasaka a fucking super weapon that dismantled me, you, and half the runners in Night City.
Your death was of your own making.
Jesus, Alt, I dove in after you. Gonna tell me now this ain't your problem?
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm with Alt here. She explicitly told Johnny not to go after her. She explicitly told him, don't do this. So her entire survival and the reason we're all here is because Johnny massively violated a boundary. She gets to be pissed. She's trapped in this hellhole behind the black wall because your ass went in after her when she told you not to do that. Even though she was trapped with Arasaka, she was safe. As far as you knew, she said, don't do this, Johnny. He comes after her, and then he expects her to see him as a sympathetic figure. If you're her, your response is, I didn't ask you to do any of this. I never requested it. In fact, I requested the opposite, you idiot. And now you're going to come to me and present yourself as a sympathetic figure that I'm supposed to just feel sorry for and go out on a limb for? Are you kidding me? You do not make yourself a martyr or somebody that is like extra awesome because you violate somebody's boundary on your own volition because you take their well-being into your own hands and think you know better than they do. It doesn't actually translate to what Johnny assumed it was going to translate to. And again, that's part of Johnny's developmental lag on his emotional availability and being in touch with what's going on and making rational decisions and choices and meaning in the context of emotion. Johnny has such a simplistic view of his emotional experience, such an aversion to his emotional experience, that he would rather overcompensate with action. Saving Alt was about her, sure, but it was more about him not wanting to feel the sadness of having lost her. He's looking for validation from her for how he feels about her, when in reality, he ought to just get in touch with it and be explicit about it in the first place instead of being evasive. It's brutal, man. I mean, I can be frustrated about this, but also look at it incredibly empathically. Like, this is part of Johnny's lack of development. It doesn't excuse his behaviors, but it puts us in this awful position as a result. He didn't have to do that. Anyway, keep it going.
It is not. The Alt Cunningham you strove to save in Arasaka Tower no longer exists. This should be obvious to you, as you were responsible for her death.
Ooh, boy.
If you're not Alt, who are you?
I use her engrammatic data.
Really? You find this icy bitch aspect in there too?
That's probably how she learned to interact with you, Johnny, because you're not available.
Cyberspace. It's interesting.
Okay, I get it. You hate Johnny's guts, but what about me?
I cannot help you.
Can't or won't?
Can't. To attempt to do so, I would need access to more advanced technology.
I'm not going to bring Brigitte into this.
What? But it's your tech. You created Soul Killer.
The program I created has little in common with how Arasaka has since repurposed it.
Fine, so how about Mikoshi? That advanced enough for you?
If I could gain access to Mikoshi, it would cease to exist.
Good, we can work with that. We'll get you inside Mikoshi and you'll help V, deal?
Ooh, do I challenge her a little bit and see if it provokes her? I think that might be a good call.
Best runner Night City's ever seen can't bust into Mikoshi on her own.
I am a well-known threat there. They have a layer of black ice with my name on it. Literally.
Kinda like a custom-made prison jumpsuit.
I refuse to be caged in there ever again.
What can you do for me, exactly? Everyone I've met so far said I'm too far gone.
By everyone, you mean Hellman? Saburo's personal ass munch?
With the Soul Killer resident inside Mikoshi, I will create a construct of you, then disentangle your neural network from Johnny's. I shall then inject your engram back into your mortal form.
I don't even know, man. Like, what am I supposed to say? I don't know. I guess. Cool. Where does Johnny go? Does Johnny just go into this space with you? That sounds... I'm all for people taking complex things and making them sound simple. This doesn't seem like... oh, God. Okay. All right. I want to know a little bit more how this is going to work. This is nuts. This is nuts. I'm literally going to put your brain on a chip, and then I'm going to kill you, and then I'm going to insert your chip back into your body, and it's going to reactivate, and you're going to just be you again with no Johnny. Yet I've been merged with Johnny. Like, this is the thing. I have been merged with Johnny such that my personality is no longer completely autonomous of him. So I don't know how you deconstruct. Like, there's too many. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
So, You'll save my life, but flatline me along the way.
Your consciousness, neural engrams, will be recorded as data. The rest will cease to exist.
The rest?
The soul. I did not grant the program its name, but Soul Killer does precisely what it promises to do.
Christ, I don't want to listen to this bullshit.
Johnny, we have to listen
He
to
just hops
this.
back into his body, right? Nothing changes.
Everything changes. You know this well.
Right, so we got a plan.
But how will you reach Mikoshi? I've created armies that failed to breach it.
They were children of the net. There's your problem. We're banking on the human factor. V's got a big, dusty nomad family, and they'll do anything for him.
All right, easy, Johnny.
We'll crack
It's
a
a bit
window,
presumptive.
slip you into Mikoshi.
Johnny, embellishes, in case you hadn't noticed. You don't trust him, which is fine. But you have my word, we'll slip you inside Mikoshi while keeping you out of harm's way.
I believe this human factor and I have things in common.
So, we agreed?
Yes, we are agreed. Find a path into Mikoshi. I shall prepare a program to help you navigate the local net.
How will I contact you once I'm ready?
This is a BBS address. It will be our secure communication channel.
Alt, before you leave, we gotta talk. Just you and me.
No, that will not be possible.
Boundaries, boundaries. Johnny, you've got to deal with the anxiety now. Oh, boy.
Couldn't think of a more fitting end. Runner fucks had it coming.
As much as it tickles me too, we got a Delta.
Right, still got Mr. Grumps left.
Oh, okay, just gonna go ahead and loot, if you don't mind. This is bananas. She literally killed. Oh man, they're gonna go back and they're gonna see them all dead. This is gonna be nutty. Oh man. Oh man. He's gonna see me when he comes around the corner, isn't he? Oh man. What up, homie? Okay, well. After this, the Voodoo boys will be no more, huh? Oh boy. I love you throw a grenade at their feet and they don't even move. Oh god, I gotta kill Placide?
Please jump to confirm.
Yeah, just chill on the stairs for me, brother. That's good. That's good. There we go, Skippy, my man. Keep it up. Like this fight's probably supposed to be so much harder. Alrighty. Yep. The Voodoo boys will be no more. It seems.
What the shit? Get ready.
What? Oh no.
Fuck.
Johnny.
That smells the sea breeze. Get up. Pacific's beautiful this time of day.
Almost flatlined by that attack.
Almost.
You're right. Hard to take my eyes off it. We in Pacifica? What's this building?
Old hotel, the Pistis Sophia. We're her sole guests right now. Wanted to show you something. Come on.
Saw the pseudo-endotrizine in your hand.
Can't very well function in this body without it, right? Got this strange impression your comatose self wanted to get rid of me. Actually put up a good fight.
Johnny takes the red pills, huh? Oh god. Jesus. This is gonna be...
Did you want to pop the pill?
Coolier Chrome, if I'd wanted full control, I'd have taken it already. Lots earlier.
Oh, if I totally believe that. Oh my god.
Okay. I believe you.
Thanks. Climb through the window. Can manage that, I think. You wanted to know why I brought you here. There's a hidey hole where I'm standing. Open it. Empty it.
These yours?
They were. Belong to you now.
Why are you giving me these?
Imagine we're deployed together, fighting in a war, side by side. Would you take a bullet for me?
I have no idea. No, probably not.
No, I wouldn't.
Tags belong to a man who sacrificed his life for mine in Mexico. Been thinking about our predicament. Want to be clear. I will do you no wrong. When the time comes, it'll be my life for yours. I'll agree to get wiped. Tags are proof of my promise.
Holy shit. I wonder if Alt was the final straw. Because, I mean, Johnny coming back means Johnny has to come back to a world that is even worse than it was when he was in it, as far as, like, corporate overtaking. And he is maybe having some sort of reckoning with all of his choices, and maybe is just like, you know what, with Alt being actually gone, that's it, man. I got nothing left. Or V's survival protocol has merged with Johnny in such a way that Johnny's feeling a little more altruistic because V's own desire to survive is being merged with Johnny, and Johnny is, I mean, there's different angles we could go with this, but like it's hard to know if that's a fully autonomous decision, but I'm gonna take your word for it, buddy, because that's kind of cool of you. Body has always been mine. I would not do the same for him, so Body's always been mine.
Kind gesture, I guess. But you can't really give me something I already have. Body's mine. Always has been. It's my decision.
Let's not talk on it anymore for now, okay?
Crazy amounts of vulnerability for him to give me those dog tags, and for him to say that he's basically going to take the bullet for me. And we immediately see his defense come back up, but this time it's less terse and crass. It's more boundary. Hey, we're done talking about it. I think if we go any farther, Johnny might either think A, he's going to get emotional, or B, he might regret the decision, or, you know, whatever. So he's shutting it down, and I respect that in this context. We don't need to go into it any farther. I trust him, and I appreciate the vulnerability, and I'm not going to push it any further. I'm going to let it come on his own terms.
You seriously considering Hanako's offer?
I don't know, man.
Got a better idea?
Not yet, but I got a request.
Well?
Adam Smasher. Fucker who got the better of me. Whatever happens to me, I want him zeroed, gone, tossed into the wind as mulch. Let's get out of here.
Seriously? Smasher? He suddenly comes to mind? Last time we saw him,
Didn't have a chance to say hello. That's why we gotta find him. Finally end this.
That's a hell of an ask. And it's sort of like Johnny's plan C of things to live for. Because, like, if A was to see Arasaka go down, if B was to reunite with Alt, and those have been taken away, it's kind of like, well, I gotta have some sort of purpose. I gotta have something be within my control. I'll take the bullet for you, which is super vulnerable. It's me doing you a huge solid. By the way, now that I offered you this really cool thing, will you kill the, like, most ridiculously renowned mercenary bodyguard guy that I couldn't get the best of, let alone you? Can you so that body that I'm willing to take a bullet for, I'm willing to die for you, will you go ahead and throw that back on the line? It's a big ask, dude.
So, you ready?
That your dying wish. Revenge.
It's more than that. And I'll need you to take Rogue with you. It's important to me, and it's just as important for her.
That ain't true.
I love how
Let's get out of here.
I love how the two of us are having a conversation about what Rogue wants.
So, I gotta tell Rogue everything?
Think I'd better do that. Handle it personally. You'll drop the pills from Misty, and I'll steer the ship for a bit.
I'm not at all excited about this plan. Realize that, right?
Just gonna have a quick chat with Rogue about Smasher. Then I'm out, I promise.
Hellman said you'd do this. Make a power grab or pitch for control.
Anders Hellman. And just what has he ever done to help you?
May not help, but he doesn't hurt me. Rogue's convenient cover.
For what? Me seizing control of your body at long last?
Or some gonk-ass suicide plan to attack Arasaka again. Know you pretty damn well at this point, Johnny.
For the last time. No secret plan.
Not sure you've earned my trust.
This needs to work both ways, V. You enjoy complete control over me at all times.
Don't even enjoy control over myself.
You're the one who makes the bad calls. All I can do is advise. And ask for favors, like I'm doing now.
Oh, oh my God, there's so much going on. Like, there are so many unknown variables. If I give him this control. All I can think of is you tell me what to say that's going to convince Rogue that you're in here. Because he said, so really, I think saying no to him calls his bluff. Because he said while we were walking into the room that he could have taken control whenever he wanted. And, I mean, I sound a bit cynical here, but what better way to get a person into a vulnerable space of allowing them to take control than to basically groom them into it by, one, taking the red pill when I'm struggling, two, giving me dog tags and telling me a personal story and saying when the time comes it's for me to, like, I'll take it. Like, he's buttered me up for this. And then he says, yeah, well, I can take control of you whenever I wanted, I just haven't. It makes it sound like he's doing us a favor. Well, if you need control of my body, Johnny, then just take it. He's trying to make it seem like it's my idea. And maybe that's part of the thing. Like, maybe there's some protocol in him where he can't take it by force. He has to convince me to give it up. I don't know. I would rather say to him, like, you know what, dude? This is my body. It's the one thing I can control. You tell me the script to follow with Rogue, but I'm not giving it to you. Because you're going to look like me. He's not going to look like him. It's going to be V approaching Rogue. Can't do this, man.
So, ready?
No, asking too much.
Sooner or later, you'll have to find your way to Mikoshi. Rogue could be the ace you need.
I gotta think about it.
Need to think it over.
Sure, thanks. This is important to me, V. Just get me to the afterlife and hop in the back seat for a bit, that's all.
Feeling better. Should get going.
Still feel a sharp something near your heart.
Doubt that's ever going away. The hotel pissed to Sophia. That right?
Mm-hmm. Good place to die.
Just not today. Ah, shit!
Yes?
This connection's secure. Can we talk? Or you need an address? Gonna send another doll my way.
This is fine. It's my private line.
Assembled all we talked about.
Good. No. Excellent. Let us meet.
Where?
Embers. Please do not make me wait.
Face to face? What's changed?
Much has changed. We will discuss it at Embers.
I know the place. See you there.
Wow. Okay. Well, gonna have to sit and digest all of that. You know, one of the tricky parts about this entire thing is we still don't know who to trust. Like, everybody's got their own agenda, man. Johnny's got his. Hanako's got hers. I mean, everybody's... Obviously, the thing that I'm carrying is incredibly important. But I'm like a pawn in this whole thing, and it's all because I threw that chip into my brain. And then died. Like, this is wild stuff. Like, we're going to have to make a decision. You can't not make a decision here. But jeez. Like, it really gets into some amazing discussions about autonomy. Because Hanako feels like the V decision and Rogue is the Johnny decision. And both have the potential to, I guess, get me out of this. But how do I know what to trust? Do I choose Hanako because Johnny's rogue-like tendencies come out? Do I choose... I mean... Holy crap, man. There's a lot to think about. So, I'm going to do that. And then we're going to pick up in part 30. So this is where I'm going to bid you adieu. This was a hell of an episode. I want to take a second to just say I appreciate all of you for making it to the end. You made it all the way here. Thanks for watching the episode. I appreciate you immensely. And I'm really glad that you're following along with this. If you enjoy the stream, do me a solid. Sub to the stream. It's really easy to do. Hit the subscribe button down below. You catch all the VODs and all that fun stuff. There's a lot of folks that watch these that aren't subscribed, YouTube tells me. So if you could give me a sub, I would appreciate that immensely. Turn off notifications if you don't want them. Turn notifications on if you do want it. I go live at 9:30 p.m. Pacific time. You can become a member of the channel by hitting the join button down below. You can check out the merch by hitting the link down in the description. If something stood out to you in this episode and you liked it a lot, or you have something you want to say or add, just please make sure you don't add any spoilers or backseating. I ask that you leave a comment. I would love to read what you have to say. Let me know what your reactions are to what went down. This was a hell of an episode. I was not anticipating that we were going to have this much shit go down. I really thought this was going to be something tiny. This is amazing. So I really appreciate you making it. If you're binge watching, I'm sure you might click on the next episode. If you're watching this live, well, we'll get the next one in soon. But regardless of whether you're here live or whether you watch the VOD, I appreciate you. I'm glad that you support the channel. Tell people about the channel. Share my stuff. Follow me on all the socials down below. And I will catch you in part 30. Looking forward to it.